Lydia Briggs didn't step into a love story that day. She stepped into a sentence she never wrote. 19 years old, wrapped in a borrowed dress, holding wilted prairie roses like they were the last thing she could control. Rust Creek filled every church pew, not to celebrate her future, but to witness it, like crows circling something helpless. At the altar waited Mason Calder, the wealthiest rancher in 3 counties. He had cleared her father's crushing debt with a single signature, and the price had been her hand in marriage. When the minister asked if he would take her as his wife, Mason didn't say "I do." He simply said, "I will." A vow that sounded more like a burden than a beginning. Lydia expected coldness when she arrived at Calder Ranch. Instead, she found something she wasn't prepared for: kindness without demand. Mason gave her her own room with a lock on the inside. "For you," he said, "use it whenever you need space." And the next morning she found warm biscuits waiting at her door, left quietly, without a knock or expectation. But Rust Creek wasn't done cutting her down. At a women's gathering, someone asked her, right to her face, "How does it feel to be bought?" Lydia held her ground, but the moment she reached home, the weight of it all finally broke her. That night she packed a small bag and left Mason a letter, convincing herself she needed to disappear to spare him from the town's cruelty. He found her before she reached the back door. "I protected you," he said. "That's not the same as choosing me," she whispered. Days later, Mason walked into the packed church, carrying folded papers tied with twine, the same ones he hid on their wedding day, and what he revealed next froze every whisper in Rust Creek and changed Lydia's life forever. What did he give her? Why did the whole town fall silent? And how did it turn a forced marriage into a love story no one expected? Watch the full story to find out.